Chapter 48. Oliver's Idea of Lucky. So, what's it like? Oliver asks before his body has even come to a stop in front of my desk. What's it like? This thing you have. Dystopia. Or whatever it is. Dyslexia? Yeah. What's it like? Well, I begin, but don't have an answer. Don't you see everything backward? That's what I hear. He squints. Wait, do you see me backwards right now? I shake my head. No, I don't think so. Then a mind movie of the butterflies at the museum drops into my head and I look back up at him. It's kind of like the letters on the page flutter like butterflies. His face scrunches up. Wait, you mean they move? The letters move? I nod. His eyes widen. That is so cool. You're so lucky. Letters just stand there all boring when I read. I hate reading. I'd rather do anything in the world than read. Really? I ask, wishing that the letters would just stand still for me and wait to be read. He gasps a little, as if he can't believe that I don't agree. Yeah? Are you kidding? Last summer, my mother kept giving me the choice of reading or washing her car. She had the cleanest car in the neighborhood all summer long. I smile because I really like Oliver. I've been thinking about myself so much, I never really noticed how funny he is. And looking around the room, I remember thinking that my reading differences were like dragging a concrete block around every day, and how I felt sorry for myself. Now I realize that everyone has their own blocks to drag around, and that they feel heavy. I think that the word Mr. Daniels used when he talked about the famous people with the dyslexia, grit. He said it's being willing to fail but try again, pushing through and sticking with something even if it's hard. He also told us that a lot of those famous people were not afraid to make mistakes, no matter how many they made. I think messing up will bother me less than it used to. Kesha, Albert, and I are hanging out on the playground when Shay and a few of her clones come over. So, you really have that thing that Mr. Daniels was talking about, right? Shay asks. Yeah, I say, feeling proud of it after his talk. So, dyslexia. Don't you see letters backwards or something? Sort of, I reply, not sure exactly, since I've never seen letters the way other people have. Figures, she says. My brother's in kindergarten and he can see them the right way. She looks at me like she always has. It bugs me, but not like it used to. Albert steps forward. Do you ever see letters backwards, Shay? No, are you kidding me? Oh, Albert says, dropping his voice. Too bad. Why is that too bad? Oh, well, it's a sign of intelligence. And then this thing that just comes over Albert, like he's all relaxed and everything, standing in a way that isn't all stiff like an Albert like. I know that you think I'm a nerd and everything, he says to her. I mean, you've called me all kinds of things, but there is one thing you've never called me. And what could that be? Dumb. You've never called me dumb. She swings her hip to the side and sighs. What is your point, Albert? Well, there is a lot of letters that I've always seen backwards, and Allie sees more than I do, so who knows how smart she must be. Wait, Albert sees letters backwards? Shay is thinking about it, looking like she's found out that she's the only one not invited to the party. What letters do you see backwards? Well, OITAMVXU and some others. Huh? Wow. Shay at a loss of words. I never thought I'd see it. Come on, she finally says. I have better things to do. I'm going to the bathroom, Jessica says. I'll be there in a second. Obviously, Shay says. You wouldn't dare not be. Shay leaves and her group follows, but they don't all stomp away like they usually do. A few walk behind her, half looking back. Jessica turns and jogs back to us, and I can tell right away she's different. Hey, I think it's cool, the dyslexia thing. And you really are a good artist, she says, and then turns to walk away again, then stops. turns back, and I'm really sorry, Allie, for everything, she says before turning to run this time. Before turning to run this time. My mom was right. I'm sorry, are powerful words. So, Mr. Science, Kesha says, turning toward Albert, did the world just fall off its axis or what? Did I just see what I think I did? We all watched Jessica run up the hill. Well, he says, there is an explanation. Allie is a catalyst. Not sure what that means, but from Albert, it must be good. All of a sudden, Kesha starts cracking up, bending over with her hands resting on her knees, stumbling around like she's going to fall over. God, Albert, I can't believe you did that with the letters, and I can't believe she went for it. Albert cracks a smile. Kesha puts her arm around my shoulder. Albert, Albert here just gave Shay a whole bunch of letters that are the same forwards and backwards. If she wasn't spitting nails mad, trying to hurt people, she probably would have figured it out. Then I laugh too. Thanks, Albert, I say. Shay is going to hate you more than she hates me soon. No worries, Kesha says. That girl has plenty of hate to go around. And I realize that it's easy now that Shay and everyone else know why I have so much trouble. Mr. Daniels says I should concentrate on what I do well at. I'm going to try to do that. Well, I get back to my desk. There's a wooden A on it. I picked it up and wonder where it came from. Allie, my grandfather would like you, says Suki. I carved this letter from one of his blocks. It is for you. A for Allie. But also I think you are amazing, and I admire you. I want you to know that. I swallow the lump in my throat. Thanks a lot, Suki. Now I can tell everyone I finally got an A at school. And we both laugh. I hear Shay across the room, but she doesn't sound happy. There's something on her desk, too. A pile of old friendship bracelets. Chapter 49. I see the light. During break time, Albert and Kesha are talking about her new ideas for recipes. Jessica and Max and some other kids are laughing about something while Shay sits at her desk watching them. She seems like she's not sure what to do, which is an odd thing to see. Finally, she stands and walks over. However, they don't really acknowledge her, especially Jessica. Something about it reminds me of those empty Sunday dishes back when Shay and Jessica made me feel small for being me. Now it's hard to imagine feeling that way. Oliver is going from desk to desk. As she does, kids are holding her arms over their heads to make a big circle. Then he says something and they answer. When they do, he jumps and he laughs. Finally, he gets to Shay and I can hear what he's saying. Hold your arms up over your head to make a circle. She hesitates but does it, which surprises me. Now, Oliver, spell image and then say light bulb. I-M-A-G-E. Light bulb. Oliver jumps and laughs. Shay drops her arms. You're such a freak, Oliver. Go stink somewhere else. He goes to Kesha and they do the same thing with the arms, but she laughs afterwards. And I feel happy for Oliver because I remember a time when he would have sat down and been sad after Shay had said something like that. Looking at Shay, I can tell she's looking around the room wondering where she fits in now, wondering how all this happened. I remember how it felt to be alone in a room full of people, so I take a deep breath and I head over. Hey, Shay. Now that I'm close to her, I can really see how upset she really is. What do you want? I just thought I'd say hi. While she stares at me, all the mean things she's done when all the mean things she's done wind through my head, and I wonder if I've made a mistake in coming over. I think, she says, we should call you Alley Cat from now on. Go bother someone else. At first I'm surprised, but then I realize it wasn't a mistake to come over, because it felt like the right thing. Shay's the one who decided to act mean, but at least I tried. I have to admit, though, I do feel sorry for her. Chapter 50. A hero's job.